Thank you for tuning in to another Nora Finch episode, number 5. And again, briefly, if hopefully you're listening to these episodes in a row, but if you are not, just briefly to say, I am Nora Finch. I am the host of the podcast Rock Your Life with Nora Finch. And my podcast show is inspired by my 20 years in holistic wellness and also my self-defense training, verbal and physical, that is in the Israeli self-defense system of Krav Maga. Okay, so I wanted to insert this episode. We just finished up episode 4, where I was basically talking about the intro to my mental readiness for first responder series. And I forgot that before I even wanted to begin that I want to go ahead and insert this episode before I actually start the series, starting at number 6, is that one of the things that I look about at my vault of the 20 plus years and all the things that I've learned and all these different therapies and different options out there available to people, what was either the one thing that worked or what was, ultimately what it was. And it was mindset training overall in general and disciplining myself, but really it was the desire for success. And just having that desire and the intention to want better for myself is really what it's all about, because it's almost like the more I found solutions, it just propelled me and, for lack of a better phrase, ignited the fire or lit the fire in me to keep wanting to search for things to help myself. So I feel like in a way I found a solution for almost everything in life through some sort of therapy, but at the same time, my mindset behind, everything and the perception and always staying positive, that's what really has really supported and helped me till this point now, that I can share with you all the different things I've tried, and I didn't even know there were so many other thousands of things. So I think there's a large part in the journey once you start going on and you start learning about all these sorts of things. A lot of us, we do find out their solutions, but it takes time, effort, and patience to actually do it and put it into play. And that is disciplining oneself for our entire lives to want to grow ourselves. So I think that's the best piece of advice that I wanted to tell you, is that because I'm going to talk about a lot of different things that are out there, and there are, so I will tell you right now. But what I'm focusing on in my series is really the mindset training with my before and my after mindset, and how I've disciplined myself and the things that I've read. So I might interject some things in there like, hey, I listened to this audio. Hey, I listened to this book, or I'm sorry, read this book. I tried this other thing over here, or, neuroplasticity, or I tried this other hypnosis, or I tried, there's so many other things, and even simple things. And the walk away, I would say, is from all of that is, number 1, just get started on a daily practice, whatever that is to you. And that's something that I can help you with here on these shows. Or, of course, if you want to email me or something, you have some questions, things like that. And that is nora@rockyyourlifewithnorafinch.com. Okay, and so you can see all the different examples, and I have actually resources page, on my resources page on my website, rockyourlifewithnorafinch.com. You can see all those things I posted on there for first responders specifically. And so, I might, like I said, well, I'll go ahead and tell you now, I didn't write my full list because it's actually very overwhelming, but whether I'm talking about, you'd think I would do more yoga, but I don't. But yes, yoga is on that list. Meditation, which we can talk about later, which doesn't have to be lengthy. You don't have to become an expert at it. If you just practice, a 5-minute thing or a 3-minute thing. There have been studies on just meditating. One of my guests was talking about 3 minutes getting into these, altered deep states. And the Navy SEALs are also being trained, I don't even know for how long, with meditation. So, of course, I'm going to talk about that. And then there is something called energy work. You may have heard of something called Reiki, but there's many other forms of energy work. There is, of course, all the self-care things like me, my background in aesthetics, which is for skincare, and it involves facials. So that is also touch therapy, love therapy, all these different things, wellness therapy, since I look at the body holistically when I'm actually treating the skin. There's massage therapy, there's acupressure, there are so many other things. Laundry list. And then studying, human behavior. All of these parts are holistic strategies. So studying transpersonal psychology, studying psychology just in general, personality disorders. These are lots of things where I incorporated, which is actually has to do with mental health, is in my self-defense training. How was I going to incorporate this into my, holistic practitioner career? So that is already a mouthful of what I just recommended. Also my fight system. So I've trained in a lot of different fight systems, and searching around, and I just end up incorporating a lot of the different learnings. But for me, that is essential to my mental health. And if you go back and listen to some of my shows, you can hear my own personal story, which is how I found Krav Maga came into my life. I would have considered myself a fairly helpless person in terms of physical self-defense. I'd never been in a fight before, in Pennsylvania. And so that is definitely holistic strategy that is essential to my mental health. So I think also in being diverse has also helped me also just incorporate it all together and learn more to be able to teach and show the differences between each system and what I value. So whether that is my cultural background in Muay Thai, which I just started, later in life, so maybe only about like 2 years, but my overall training has been over 8 years. So I started with Krav Maga, which is my favorite because it's very realistic. Then I don't know actually the order, but I think it was boxing next, which I had a lot of, I liked my analysis of that, of the whole staying in the ring thing. Okay, so Krav Maga, boxing, Muay Thai, Wing Chun, Jiu-Jitsu, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, which I call fancily wrestling, and what else? Another blended style. So I've tried a lot of different things there, so that's how I know, again, like how much that has helped me. So I'm going to go ahead and end this episode. Like I said, I just wanted to insert this before the series that, most of the series I'm going to be talking about mindset and how to get that state of mind and personal struggle. And then I might also, within each episode, talk about a certain therapy or how you can incorporate, some sort of practice or some sort of something into your daily lives pretty easily. Okay, so I will see you in the next episode. And again, this is Nora of Rock Your Life with Nora Finch, my solo short. And my website is Rock Your Life with Nora Finch again. A lot of Nora Finches. So I will see you in the next episode. Thank you for listening.